now here we go, hitting the road. Of course, you know, it says it will arrive at 1:46, but RV time, everything else time, that means more like 3:46, 4 o'clock. Hopefully not that bad. I like to not set up in the dark, especially because hopefully we'll have full hookups and we'll get to take showers tonight and do some laundry tomorrow and all that good stuff.
New York.
Yeah, we're in New York.
Arriving at Timothy Lake South RV on the right.
Where? Can I just pull up here? Alright, so we'll pick our own site. If there's a sign that says seasonal or well, no, there's be a sign that says it, so you don't pick those.
Okay. Do we have water?
Yes, we have water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice people?
Yeah, she seemed nice.
Okay.
So we're gonna go in here, turn out of here, go straight across the stop sign. And then I guess some of these are pull through. And then I guess there's some back ends. Good morning. We are at Timothy Lake South, a Thousand Trails campground here in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. So far what we've seen, it's a pretty nice campground. All the roads are paved, it's fairly level. We got into a nice easy pull-through site with full hookups. We got 50 amp service, water, sewer, everything. And the only thing with this area, our cell service, we have Pure Talk, which uses, I guess, AT&T towers. And we have very spotty service. I mean, it barely can do anything. Our Travelfy, which supposedly picks the best of the three big brands of cell service for our Wi-Fi internet, it's pretty much non-existent. It's not finding anything. So cell service up here is no good. Luckily, before we left, I purchased Starlink. We had Starlink at the house, and so I purchased one to use here on the road. So I'm getting that set up right now, see if we can get some good, strong internet signal. I mean, we got nice, good, open sky here, so should be no problem. So just got to get it set up. I also got a flagpole buddy system. Actually, I took it off of our old travel trailer. I had it before for an actual flagpole, but you can put up a flagpole on that real easily. It's a couple of brackets on the ladder that allows you to just quickly set up a flagpole, and I have a telescoping flagpole that we carry with us, and I grabbed that from the other trailer too. Now, we did have flags on it before, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the Starlink. I got the Starlink pole mount bracket, and so I'm going to do that so we can just quickly put our Starlink up onto the back ladder of the RV, get it up off the ground, and hopefully wherever we don't have good cell service, we can pull out the Starlink and have really good high-speed internet. So that's what I'm working on now. Just got the Starlink pulled out of the box, got it set up. What I'm going to do is here in the front pass-through, we have an outlet there, so I'm going to mount everything in there and keep everything, just leave it in there, the router and the power supply and all that I'll leave in there all the time, and then just run the cable. I can route the cable down and then out to the back and then up to the flagpole, and that should work, hopefully. So I'm in the process of getting it set up right now. Because we have very slow, spotty service, I had to download the Starlink app, and of course we have very little cell service, so it's taken forever. So hopefully once that app gets downloaded, I can get everything set up and we'll be back online with high-speed internet. So what you can see, what I did here is this Gen 3 system is kind of different. So I got it plugged in up here. This is where the converter was plugged in at one time, but we no longer have a converter because we have the inverter and charger. So this outlet is freed up. So I've got the power supply here, and then here's the router. Now I don't know if it's going to work here or not because of all the batteries and the wiring and everything. I don't know if this is going to mess with the Wi-Fi signal. We'll find out. We'll see. So, but for now, I'm going to leave it in here. I think it'll ride okay. Eventually I'll get it strapped in. Maybe I'll strap it in right up here on this wall here, and just have kind of a semi-permanent mounting here. And then the actual Starlink cable here, I just have it routed down. There's a hole here, so I just got it routed down and out. I'm a little worried about this though. That was drilled through and it's very sharp, so that's obviously not good. I need to get something to protect that. Otherwise that's gonna rub and cut my wire, so can't be doing that. So I'll have to figure out something for that, but that's it for now. And back here, this is that flagpole buddy system, so I'm getting it put on. There's the cup here. This is what the flagpole sits in, and then there's this bracket here. It's kind of a twist bracket. You mount it up high. I'm gonna mount it up high there, and that allows you to just twist in the pole, and that allows you to just quickly put a pole up and take a pole back down without. And these brackets obviously just stay there. So it worked fine before when we used it as a flagpole, and so should be no problem. And then here's of course is the Starlink antenna. So we'll get this sucker mounted and have some good internet. I have a horrible time with these Allen wrenches. I'm always dropping them. You saw in that last video. If you haven't seen that video where we were installing the crib in the trailer here, I'll leave a link to that up here because that's kind of funny. I dropped this thing like, I don't know, 8 or 9, 10, 12, 15, 20 times. I don't know, however many it was. I dropped it a lot, and it was quite hilarious. All right, I got the brackets installed now, so that's just a matter of getting out that flagpole. Not even sure if this particular flagpole I have is gonna work. I might need to get just a full-size collapsible pole, because this one gets pretty small at the top, so I don't even know if the Starlink bracket will mount to the top of that pole, but we'll find out.
Welcome to Thousand Trails, Timothy Lake South.
Timothy Lake South. It's the only campground in the Northeast here, the only 1,000 Trails open all year round. So.
It's a little rainy.
It's rainy here,
but not cold.
No, it's like 57 degrees here, so I'm glad.
And to us New Hampshires, that's actually summer.
Yeah, it's really warm for us. Seeing how we left 20s, teens. Right. I think it even got down to 9 right before we left back in New Hampshire, and snow. So it's pleasantly, there's no snow here. It is supposed to get cold though tomorrow. It's down into the 20s actually, I think. Yeah, but we're perfectly prepared. We'll just fill our tank. We're gonna take showers, we're getting laundry all done. So really, we're sitting pretty right now. Yeah, there's no snow in the forecast for while we're here. There is a little bit of snow in the forecast, but it's after we leave. So it shouldn't be any problem for us. No, and the kids are having fun stamping in the puddles. We're gonna go check out the general store and just kind of let them get out of the trailer because they'll stir crazy. But thank goodness we have cool things tomorrow. We get to go to the Crayola experience, where hopefully they get to make their own crayons. Who knows? We'll find out. And I found a raw milk farm that you are allowed to sell raw milk in Pennsylvania if you have a permit, a seller's permit. So I found one 15 minutes away from where we're going to be for the Crayola experience. They sell raw milk cheese, yogurt, eggs, which we are in need of. Anytime we can do a mom and pop farm, we will be. And I'll let you know on our route as we go, because we're raw milk people. We love them. Our kids love it. And same with the eggs, like the farm fresh eggs versus... Oh, gee. Look what Ben just did.
Whoa, it's so slippery.
I'm stuck.
Yeah.
You're a little wet there, dude.
Are you stuck? There you go, honey. And I just changed your pants. Yeah, get wet. We'll change your pants when we get back.
So we'll give a good review of this campground. We'll check it out when it's supposed to be sunny the next couple of days. So we'll really thoroughly check this place out. Give a good, honest review of what we think of this campground. So far, what we've seen has been nice, but we haven't really seen a whole lot.
But the one review about the sites, they are tight, so just be prepared. You can get in, no problem. But it's just you're very close to your neighbors.
Yeah.
And that's no big deal. Everyone is really respectful from everything, even though it's not a very full crowd. Everyone's been nice and quiet. We did lose electricity yesterday, so we heard some generators, but it wasn't obnoxious or anything. And the power was back on before 10 o'clock anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah. The sites it's a typical RV park sites. It's not like they're not spacious, but they're typical.
Clean. It's nice. Everything here so far, even though we haven't been able to go, has been nothing but nice, well kept.
Yeah, the roads are all paved, so all the roads throughout the whole campground they're paved, and they're fairly level. The sites were fairly level. We haven't checked them all out, of course, but our site is pretty level. It wasn't a problem for the electric leveling system to level it, and so full hookups. So far, like I said, it's been a pretty nice campground, quiet. It's December, so there's not a whole lot of people here.
Yeah,
right?
And no
so
cars.
There's a lot of empty spots because it's winter time. People don't really camp in the winter time.
A lot of no cars, so the kids can run around a little bit, not worry about being run over.
Yep. So we'll do a drive-through of the campground with the cameras and show you. We'll check out the bathhouses and the bathrooms. We're gonna go look at the store right now. They have a general store, so we're gonna go check that out and see what's in there.
Yes, no poked. No dog.
Is it locked? Open it, push it, pull it. There you go.
Oh, you have to pull.
Yeah.
Blanket? Yeah.
What's this?
We have lots of blankets. Oh, they have coffee and stuff.
What's this?
It's a laser beam thing.
Timothy Lake magnet.
Oh, that's cool.
And so the general store it's very small, but it's got some basic necessities. Got some t-shirts and some toys and some trinkets. And in here is a lounge. So you can see they're decorated for Christmas. Got the Christmas tree here. Got some books. And we can turn the lights on. So it's like a small little library here. Some books and games, puzzles.
Yeah, look at the Christmas tree.
Got some couches in here.
Oh, they have games?
And so it's just a nice little area. Looks like they have a PlayStation that maybe the kids can play. And a TV and just a little sitting area, just a nice little lounge. Oh, they have a little collection of DVDs that you can borrow. You can take two or three at a time if you want, and then bring them back. Which we don't have a DVD player in our RV, so
Not yet.
we can't use that. But I mean, that's something we're thinking about doing, is getting a DVD player. It's right outside the lounge area is the swimming pool, which of course is closed this time of year. But in those big windows, you could actually sit in the lounge and watch your kids out on the pool, or out in the pool if you want. What'd you find? Did you find a dump truck?
TV.
You see TV?
Yeah. Red's one of my favorite colors.
Oh, I know. Let's see who's gonna win. Then you put it down the purple.
So they have shuffleboard sign out sheet.
I'll be yellow, you be blue.
I noticed out on the pavement they had several shuffleboard. I don't know what you call them. Game boards. I don't know. I've never played shuffleboard, so I don't know. I don't even know what how to play shuffleboard, to be honest with you, but because I don't know, don't you have to be like 60 to play shuffleboard? I don't know. Yeah, if you don't have to be 60 to play shuffleboard, leave us a comment, let me know, because I don't know, I always heard that was like an old person thing. I don't know. Obviously I'm sure it's not, but I've never played. Probably fun. And I'm getting up there in age, so I mean
You're almost there.
I'm getting close to 60, so
8 years.
so maybe I'll be playing shuffleboard soon.
It's a swimming pool for Ben.
All right, oh, there he goes. And so the process of getting your propane filled here is pretty simple. They have a form you fill out with your name and your phone number, and they have little tags that you put on your propane tank. And so you just put your propane tank over there by the big filling station, and then you go give them the form. And when it's ready, when they fill it up, they'll give you a call and you come back and pick it up. So here's the little common area. They've got the shuffleboard, a couple of shuffleboard areas, and a horseshoe pit. And it looks like a community fire pit, so you can have kind of a gathering here. There's several barbecues here, little, you know, the standard park style barbecues. Not a lot of activity going on, but it is a very rainy day and it's December. Pretty good size campground. Quite a few roads through here. Lots of seasonals. And then there's a lot of open sites right now. But you can definitely tell there's some long-term sites. They have the big 100-gallon propane tanks on them, and a lot of people are set up with gazebos and all kinds of stuff. So there's definitely some permanent sites here. All the sites appear to have water, sewer, electricity, and even cable TV. When we checked in, they gave us a list of all the cable channels. We did not hook up the cable. We don't really need that. We don't really need to watch cable TV. We stream. We have our Wi-Fi. Cell signal is very, very limited here, so we do have our Starlink, and Starlink is, of course, no problem as long as you got open sky. So we've got our Starlink set up, and so we're able to stream no problem. But the cable channels are available to you, and it's not just basic. I mean, they've got a lot of the regular cable channels, so it's a pretty decent lineup. About 20 or 30 channels. When you check in, they give you a map of the area and then tell you to go find a site. So you drive around till you find the site you like, and then you give them a call when you're ready to. When you choose a site, you give them a call, let them know which site you're on. So it's a decent campground. I'm impressed. It'd be better if it wasn't raining, but I'd rather it be raining than snowing, that's for sure. We're gonna go check out the bathhouses now and see what condition they're in, see if they're clean. They have showers. I think there's several, or at least 2 different comfort stations, they call them, that are bathrooms and bathhouses. They got the showers and the bathrooms and things like that. So the bathhouses are very, very basic. Just a couple of showers. Looks like one of them was handicap accessible. Just very basic. It's December 13th today, and so it's very cold. No snow. When we first arrived here, it was fairly nice. It was in the 50s. We had rain the first several days, and now it's really, really cold. It's in the mid-20s right now. But there's no snow, which we're thankful for. But this place it's open year round, and so you just got to prepare for that. You know, a lot of people, there's a lot of seasonals here. There's a lot of, I guess, year-rounders, but there's also some transients here, and so you just got to be prepared for cold weather camping with the water and things like that. So when you first arrive here, you're going to come to a gate, and even though you don't have your access code to the gate yet, So what I did was, this is our first time here, so I had no idea what to do. So I went ahead and parked here and then started walking towards the ranger station. And when I got to the gate, I noticed there was a call button. So all you got to do is pull in right up to the gate, push the call button, tell them you're checking in. They'll open the gate for you. And then you can pull straight ahead into the parking lot area. And then you can go into the ranger station and check in. So that's what I did. She told me to go back into my truck. She'd open the gate for me. So we went in, checked in. Check-in was very simple process. Went in, she gave us a map and a listing of all the cable channels and told us to go select a site. We selected a site and then called her and let her know what site we're in. So simple process, and it's typical Thousand Trails. Select your own site. So you got to drive around till you find a site that you like. She told me be cautious before you select a site and get in, and make sure the electricity works. I guess they have some sites that electricity doesn't work. I don't know why they don't tag those, make it obvious. But so we have a little tester. So when we decided on a site, we tested the 50 amp service. Everything was fine. So that's the site we chose. Now this guard shack here, I mean, I don't know if maybe during the peak season there might be somebody in there to help check you in. I don't know. This time of year there's nobody. There's instructions on what to do if you're doing after hours check-in, but here's the gate. You just pull on through and straight ahead is the parking area. When you're first coming in, our RV friendly GPS took us up to Timothy Lake Road, and then while on Timothy Lake Road it said we're here. And we were getting a little confused because we didn't see any campgrounds or anything. Just keep coming up Timothy Lake Road until you get to ingress. There's an ingress and an egress road. That's obviously the in and the out roads to the campground. So even if the GPS tells you you're here, just keep coming up Timothy Lake Road to Ingress Road. And once you get on Ingress Road, that's the road to turn on. And that'll take you straight into the gate and then to the parking lot. So we were a little bit confused at first, but it turned out it was no problem. We just kept going. One thing I really like about this particular Thousand Trails campground is all the roads are paved. And, you know, there's some potholes here and there, but for the most part, they're pretty decent roads, pretty level. There's not a lot of hills in this campground. It's pretty flat here. And so the roads are nice, all paved. And as you can see, there's a lot of pull-through sites in the middle of the park, and then around the edges of the park are back-in sites. So it's your choice if you want to back in or if you want to pull through. Pull-through sites are pretty nice, actually. I mean, they're pretty easy to get into, and it's still in a wooded area. She told us that some areas are more wooded than others, but I don't know. The area that we found, and we pulled right in, and we're surrounded by some trees, but yet we have enough open sky for our Starlink to work. So it wasn't a problem for us. We enjoy it. Of course, this time of year, there's no leaves on the trees, so it might be a little different in the summertime when there's leaves on the trees. So, but for us, it was no problem for our Starlink to find plenty of sky, even amongst the trees. I think this is a great campground. We're actually scheduled to come back here a couple more times within the next year. Basically going to and from home, and so I enjoy it. The next time we come back through here is going to be, I think, in the spring. So we'll see if it's any different in the spring as far as the amount of people. There's quite a few campers here, RVs, but I don't know if they're all occupied. I think it's a lot of seasonals that are probably just leave their campers here all year round. There are definitely some here. Maybe there's some weekenders that come in. Today's Friday, so we'll see if on the weekend if there's any more people or not that arrive and stay in their campers. But there are definitely plenty of sites available this time of year. So if you need a campground to come to that's open in the wintertime in the Northeast, Timothy Lake South is a place to come. So as you can see, they do have a playground here. It's a pretty small playground. We've definitely been to some thousand trails that have bigger playgrounds. So pretty small playground for this area. I would imagine it probably gets pretty crowded with kids in the summer season. Pool, of course, is closed right now, but the pool is right behind me over here, right next to the playground. There's a whole area here that appears to almost look like a trailer park kind of a thing. They're like park models and log cabin-y type things. I would imagine those are the cabin rentals, and there may be long-term people staying in those as well. It's hard to tell, but there's a whole section of the campground that appears to be cabins, and there's different styles. There's log cabin style, there's just hard-sided permanent trailers, I guess park model type trailers. And so, but the whole area is pretty nice. The campground it's a decent campground. It's very quiet here this time of year anyways, and that's, I'm sure, because there's just not a lot of people camping this time of year. It is cold, and camping in the cold is generally not a lot of fun. It's an experience, not a lot of fun. It's actually not bad. The water is the main problem, camping in the cold. Here's an entrance to the lounge, to the pool. This time of year, it looks like it's locked up. You can't use this entrance just because there's no pool open right now. So, but I'm sure in the summertime, this is freely available to go in and out between the pool and the lounge. So according to the signs, during the season that the pool is open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So no night swimming here in the summertime. And there's no hot tub here. It's just a pool, no hot tub. And so we're actually looking forward to using Thousand Trail pools. We've yet to do that just because we started our very first Thousand Trails camping experience was in October. So we've yet to be at 1,000 trails at the time that the pools are open. Now we are, however, going to Florida for the winter, starting about mid-January. And so as far as I know, the pools are open. I've never been to Florida in the wintertime, so I have no idea what to expect. How warm it really is down there. We're going to be in the central Florida area, not southern Florida or the Keys. We really wanted to go to the Keys, but we just couldn't. There was no availability for us. So we'll try the Keys some other time. So we're going to be in the central, Orlando kind of general vicinity for the vast majority of the winter. And so as far as I understand, the pool should be opened and it should be warm enough to go swimming. So we'll see. I mean, it's a whole new experience for us. So we're looking forward to it. We're really looking forward to getting out of this bitterly cold, though. I know it's not going to be freezing down there. We're not going to have to worry about our water freezing and snow and things like that where we're going in Florida. So we are looking forward to that aspect of it. All right, next to the ranger station in the main parking lot are the dumpsters for your trash. And then by each of the comfort stations, there's also just small trash cans, regular size trash cans. But this is where you would dump all your garbage that you generate while you're camping. There's got plenty of dumpsters here.
If you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, please consider subscribing to our channel. Stay tuned for next week when we take on the Crayola experience. See you on the next adventure.